I'm Ren Yi Hooi, founder and CEO at Light & Reach. Light & Reach is a FinTech for good startup that helps people to access the support they need to avoid crisis and develop financial resilience. We work with charities, local authorities, utilities and housing providers so they can simplify their process of administering support to the people that need it. I started Light & Reach in the middle of the COVID pandemic when I saw people falling into hardship or losing their jobs and not really knowing where to turn to. And I realized that the process for accessing support is really complicated and fragmented. And I also spoke with charities and other organizations that were struggling to reach people and to give them the support they needed. It's really important to protect the financially vulnerable in the middle of the cost of living crisis that we're facing now. 49% of adults are facing financial vulnerability. That's about 20 million people across the UK. And if they don't get the support they need when they need it, that means they would slip deeper into crisis and face issues like homelessness, debt that they can't get off, going into loan sharks or other issues. But if we can protect people who are vulnerable and get them the support as quickly as possible, that means they can avoid falling into crisis and into a situation that can't be resolved. There were a few key barriers that I faced to getting the technology up and running. I was a solo founder, which meant I didn't have the team in place or the funding to get started in order to actually build a product. So it was really important early on to be able to get the team in place with the right people and also to secure early customers that could inform how we built the product. In terms of securing capital, we actually raised a few different types of funding in the process. When we were early in our journey, we got a grant from Innovate UK and also a grant from Nesta, which allowed us to build our initial version of the product. We then joined the Techstars Accelerator and later on in 2023 raised about £1 million, which included a mix of angel funding but also really mission-aligned social impact investors such as the Joseph Rowntree Foundation, Big Issue Invest and Barrow Cadbury Trust. It's been really helpful to have the funding, as mentioned, that helped us to get the product up and running, and in the last couple of years we've really invested in building out the team so that we can grow the business, add more value and help as many customers as possible. Being a FinTech founder has come with its challenges. As a solo first-time founder, I didn't necessarily know where to get started or have the people around me, and I think it's easy to underestimate how many highs and lows there can be throughout the founder journey. I think what has really been helpful is building a community around me, whether that's fellow founders and investors that I can turn to or people in the sector, as well as a fantastic team, which I'm really lucky to have around me. And I think lastly, what's really kept me going is the impact that we can make. At Light & Reach, we've reached over 200,000 people across the UK, helped unlock over £20 million in funding to individuals that really needed it, and that's meant that many people have had their lives changed. It's incredibly motivating to see that.